Yeah, man. What's up, my purples? Today we're going to talk about a little thing that is a big one, Ishimalu, in my life. Organizing my ideas, structuring them, making sure that you're not procrastinating or always skipping to the most fun and exciting idea. Well, actually, I'm working on a solution for both. Having the cookie, eating it, and keeping it at the same time. I think it can be done. And this is what I do so far. So you're like me, let's humble brag together, right? We are extremely creative, but we have a hard time focusing sometimes and structuring ourselves. We got school, job, music, recreational stuff, being a good partner to your love partner, friend, supportive friend. Throw some kids into the mix. Can you manage it perfectly? No, but almost. Number one, basic needs first. You hear this everywhere because it's true. Eat, sleep, communicate what you need and feel, exercise. If you don't take care of that first before anything else, it's going to be the first domino to crash the whole system, you know what I'm saying? Like, ouch. It's we're bad. Number two, the FOMO cure. Working on curing the FOMO. Lay your ideas to the side and let them grow simultaneously together with all the other ideas. Don't FOMO over them. Just find an easy way to document them in one document, one maximum two different documents, right? And don't see your to-do list as a to-do now list, because that list is just gonna stack up and stack up and stack up. Plan the things that can be planned right now for further ahead, and let the older ideas grow, merge, and perfect themselves and crystallize together. They will return from the back of your head when the perfect timing comes. And you can also have that as a bank to pull ideas from. So when the moment comes that you're most excited about that idea, you can squeeze that creative juice out of it. Number three, do not, for God's sake, use notes. Not on the phone, not on the computer. It's just going to be a clusterfuck of different documents and notes that you're going to feel like it's a huge hurdle to overcome just to organize all of those. So stick to one or maximum two documents. What I do is I use my Google Drive. I use the Google Drive for a lot of things. So the documents that is the most important, I make a shortcut of it. And this is how you do that. That way you can access it just as easy as you would access your notes. Except it's going to be of much better use in the future. And right now, my YouTube episodes ideas document is a spreadsheet because that suits my rolling out and execution of the ideas better. Speaking of that, number four, have a systemized pool for nurturing and growing your ideas. You need to think through, is this the best tool for structuring your ideas? Writing it down in a document? Maybe a spreadsheet is better. Maybe the good old mind map. Visualize your ideas in different ways and try to find which one suits better for which situation and use that to your advantage. Customize it, pimp it, find out what works best for you. What I do is first I dump all my immediate ideas into the planning pit. Next stage is I sort them into general documents for each different type of project. So I pull the ideas from out of there and I organize them into the correct place depending on what project they're for, how I can use them, and how I can merge ideas together. Number five is a very important one that I just recently started with that you maybe some of you don't think that much about. Schedule time to schedule. Before you start scheduling, you're gonna need to allocate some time every week and get into a routine of actually scheduling. So schedule your scheduling. Number six, the actual scheduling. Before you enter stuff into your calendar, try to assess and think about how much time realistically is this actually gonna take me. And then you stick to that time limit. If you didn't have enough time to finish what you did, adjust for next time. Constantly calibrate. You also always plan checkpoints for your goal. Don't just have one abstract goal that we're gonna do this, but have a few part-time goals on the way there. And what has been of the essential for me personally, my finding is I need a lot of space for free thinking and rescheduling in the schedule. Right now, what I found works for me is 50% hard-coded deadline responsibility stuff, 25% free thinking anything can happen, and 25% mobile tasks, stuff that I could shuffle around if I would need to. That seems to work best for me right now. You try what works best for you and optimize. Number something, turbo trim your workflows. Something that is highly underestimated, being more efficient at what you do when you actually do it. It can be very simple, small little details such as you learn the shortcuts to your software, the tool that you're using, keyboard shortcuts. Keeping your computer organized according to what you're working on right now so you don't spend 10 minutes looking for a file. And you can do this either as you go or take some separate time to do that, just some learning time and some optimization time. It might feel like you're wasting time right now as you're doing it, but in the long run, it's gonna be a great time saver instead. So flip that script, son of a hun. Number something else, back your shit up. I know you know that this is important, but I think you are probably not backing your shit up enough as is right now. Why is it so important? It's a stress relief. You don't have to think about what's going on. The optimal way is probably to automate that process. Have your backup hard drive back your computer up every now and then. That is something that I stress a lot about. Like, would I lose all the work that I put into this so far? It can be solved. We just need to put the time and effort into just doing it. Number 10, write a diary. A little while back, I started writing a diary where I take time to reflect. How did things go? How are things going to go if I improved on them? What's going on right now? What's on my mind? All that stuff helps you land at the end of the day and structure your thoughts and always feel, even though everything is going to hell, you always have this sense of direction and progress in your life in general. So I highly recommend starting up yours. Mine is called, by the way, My Little Diary, and it's one of the best things this month that thus far that has happened to me. I highly recommend it. It's not that childish. Never stop fine-tuning your process. So this is just some surface level tips of how to organize things, and we could go deeper into execution. How do we take all of these ideas and turn them into reality, different beautiful projects, and the beauty that is creativity and making something and putting it in the world. I'll probably make other videos on that if you find this useful. But this is to help you get organized for all those ADHD type level kids with all the brilliant ideas that just can't seem to have to stop all these firing shots of things we want to create all the time. This is a skill I'm still working on improving and bettering every day, so it's a process and it's never going to end. But I hope some of these little thought nuggets were of use to you and can inspire you to also get better organized and while still staying in your zone of creativity, uninhibited. It's amazing. Okay, people, thank you for watching. Consider to save a nation on the patronization, going to support me and shit, and join the Discord channel. Watch every Sunday the beat battles. Okay, bye-bye.